Hello, my name is Dr. Makiba Butler. I am the Deputy Director of Strategic Initiatives within the Office of Contract Compliance. And this video is about reciprocity. The purpose of this video is to provide a clarity and understanding to the vendor on what reciprocity means as it relates to doing business with Cook County if you already have a certification with the City of Chicago, as well as to provide insight into how reciprocity is actually utilized, what it is not, and then I'll also provide you with some contact information if you have some additional questions upon completion of this. All right, so let's look at the definition of reciprocity. So as it relates to understanding what reciprocity is, reciprocity is an initiative that allows small, minority, and women-owned businesses to be certified by just one government agency and have that certification accepted by both entities, provided that firms meet both the City of Chicago and Cook County's certification criteria. Now, what I'm going to do here is just talk a little bit, give you some insight, give you some clarity, define some terminology that's utilized as we look at reciprocity in and of itself. So hopefully you'll be able to have a better understanding of that as it relates to your position and your place in contracting. So reciprocity for Cook County government only. Reciprocity means that if a vendor is certified as a minority business enterprise and or a women business enterprise with the City of Chicago, we, the county, will accept your City of Chicago's certification for credit or utilization on an MBE or WBE contract. So when we talk about the term credit or utilization, sometimes people don't understand what that means, or a vendor who might be new on a contract may not understand what that terminology means. So I'll bring you a little bit of clarity. So credit and utilization simply means that on a contract, any given contract, there may be a spend goal of for a minority business enterprise to be used on that contract. A segment of work or scope of work will be given to an MBE or a WBE based on whatever that particular percentage of spend goal is. So when you are certified, your certification basically puts you within a targeted demographic that allows you to be able to be considered for credit or utilization on that particular contract within the scope of that percentage of the contract. So for instance, if an MBE spend goal on a contract is 25%, then your MBE certification puts you in position to possibly be considered for usage within that 25% on that contract. If your business is certified with the City of Chicago as a minority business enterprise and or a woman business enterprise, when bidding on a Cook County contract, there are some documents that you are going to have to attach so that your consideration can be in the works for that reciprocal relationship. Those documents are, you must make sure that you attach your City of Chicago certification letter. Obviously, that lets us know that you have an active certification with the City of Chicago. And then you also have to attach an executed Cook County reciprocal certification affidavit, which basically affirms that your firm meets all of the requirements that are needed to be certified with, to be considered viable on contracts. So for instance, making sure that your firm meets the SBA size standards for whatever types of codes you are using for your business and the certification of your business. And really important to make sure that your personal net worth of the majority owner, who is the MBE or the WB, WBE is under the specified number to do business with Cook County. And if you do not have that affidavit, you can definitely find that affidavit located at www.cookcountyil.gov/service/MBE WBE VBE dash certification. So now that we talked about what reciprocity is, let's talk briefly about what reciprocity is not. So number one, reciprocity is not a mirroring of programs. This is one of the biggest misnomers when when a vendor thinks about reciprocity, right? They think that their certification, whatever the city of Chicago has going on with their program, Cook County has to honor that. That's not what reciprocity means. Reciprocity is specifically attached to the certification status of an MBE and or WBE. And so all that means is that we will, if you are a viable business who has been certified with the city of Chicago and you are in good standing, then we will accept that certification for consideration of credit or utilization on a Cook County contract. Reciprocity is not or does not mean that you are automatically certified by the other agency. So again, we are not certifying you automatically because you're certified with the city of Chicago. We are not giving you a certification with the county. You don't need a certification with the county if you have a certification with the city. There's a reciprocity relationship there. If you're certified with one, the other will honor that certification for consideration on an actual contract. Okay, you are not automatically being certified by the other agency. It's imperative that you get that understanding as you're having conversation with whomever you're talking to about your reciprocity or your reciprocal relationship. Number three, reciprocity is not a guaranteed assumption that you will get a contract with the other agency. Reciprocity is not a guaranteed assumption that you will get a contract with the other agency. We are not guaranteeing that you will be on a contract with Cook County simply because you have a reciprocity agreement in place, a reciprocity affidavit in place along with your City of Chicago certification. You still have to go through all of the checks and the balances. You still have to go through all of the bidding processes. You have to go through submitting your documentation for consideration of a contract. All of that still has to be in place. Reciprocity simply means that Cook County will honor your City of Chicago certification, and we will consider it we will accept it when being considered for usage or credit on a contract. And then finally, reciprocity is not a waiver for meeting the qualifications of the other agency. Reciprocity is not a waiver in any form or fashion for meeting the qualifications of the other agency. So when you submit your reciprocity affidavit, you are not submitting a waiver for us at Cook County to say, oh, this is a perfect business, perfect enterprise. And so they don't need to meet the qualifications of what we have in place for our agency. That's not the case. You are still needing to meet qualifications as it relates to the contract that you're wanting to participate on, or the usage or the utilization or the credit on a contract that is existing or a contract that is coming up. You still have to make sure that you meet those qualifications. I think the common thread here is making sure that you understand that reciprocity simply means that we have a reciprocal relationship with the city of Chicago, and that if you are certified with them, you do not have to be certified with us. We love you enough to accept your certification. We trust the city of Chicago enough to say, hey, they checked and balanced everything that this person is needed to do when they have applied for certification with the city of Chicago, and we know that they're good and they're going to be a good person to be considered for the contract that they are wanting to be on, or whatever, any contract that they're wanting to be on. So very important that you understand that. I think that has been a lot of confusion, but we're hoping that this provides clarity. That's it. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video, very short video. If you have any questions about the reciprocal process, you are more than welcome to call our office to schedule an appointment with a compliance officer. That number is 312-603-5502, 312-603-5502, or you can check out our website, which has some information on the reciprocal process at www.cookcountyil.gov/service/MBEWBEVBE-certification. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.